Hey, what's going on? Welcome. If you are new here, please subscribe, click the bell, ding the dong, bing the bong, all that good stuff. Thumb up the video, share to your social media, comment in the comment section after you're done watching this. I'll join you there. And also, thank you for channel members and thank you for becoming a channel member if you choose to do so after this video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. And if you want to support the channel besides becoming a channel member, you can also donate on Cash App, $Spade Parkland. And you can also donate with the super thanks that is located near the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And let's get into this. So we open up with Victor coming out of the root cellar when he was young. His mom, Miranda, told him to stay down there and take care of Eloise. Eloise ran after Miranda into the night. They're both, as of right now, presumed to be deceased. So he comes out of the root cellar. He has his lunchbox and he sees the carnage of bodies laid out in town. And as he starts creeping closer and closer to the township, he realizes that he is the only one alive. Julie, she's asleep on the couch. And Victor's in front of her. Now, during season 1, Victor did come across as creepy. We learned later on that he grew up in Fromville since age 10, and he's like in his 50s now. So that's the reason why he's so creepy. He doesn't understand personal space. And it seems that the only person that he has gravitated to is Julie. Everyone else, including Ethan, he kind of had to warm up to and had to have a reason to like them, especially with Ethan. He didn't too much care for Ethan until Ethan mentioned the boy in white who was living in the forest. So yeah, Victor was really, really creepy, drawing Julie while she was asleep, probably watching her while she was asleep. And maybe Julie reminded him of Eloise. We don't know. So Victor gives Julie a drawing of her in crayon and then he bounces. And so Trudy comes up and Trudy asks if Julie is still using her pillow. And her pillow is called Meredith. She says, things that matter to you should always have names, which to me foreshadows that Jasmine is going to be telling Trudy that they know all the humans' names, maybe that all of the humans are important to the creatures.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow.
Then she tells Julie that she yanked her shirt out of her suitcase. Julie says, I like your shirt. And Julie's like, yeah, the reason why you like this shirt is because this is your shirt. So Trudy is shopping in Julie's suitcase. That starts Julie to be like, you know what? She doesn't really like it here. And Trudy tells Julie they share everything there. Okay, probably even underwear.
Uh-oh, stinky.
I guess you have no choice because, like Fatima's going to say later on in the episode, where are you going to go shopping? So it is what it is. So day 1 in Colony House sucks for Julie, sucks to be her, but what else you going to do? What else are you going to do? Everything there should have a name. Everything should be important to you. And so Boyd collects Frank's corpse. And in this scene, fun fact, that Boyd is actually wearing an army like brown shirt. That's what they used to wear with the BDUs years ago. I think that was pretty interesting as far as that. That's the reason why the shirt is really, really fitted. And I think that he's wearing this shirt because it's like he's on duty, like he has a sense of duty in the town. So now the army, well, before I got out, they have a sandy brown, like a desert brown, but they used to have these colors right here with the battle dress uniform, the BDU, which was like years ago. It's interesting that Boyd has this sense of duty and fulfilling a mission for Fromville, which helps him to grief for Abby, that pow-powed everyone that we're going to see later on in season 1. Hopefully you've already seen the entire season and the entire series at this point. But it's just very interesting that he has a sense of duty, that every day he's taking on the brunt of everything, putting everything on his shoulders because he feels like this is his mission. And so Sarah, she slithers into the diner and sees Tien Chen crying at the counter, still grieving over her husband. And Sarah comes in, slithers in, if you will, acting like she wasn't the cause of it. And Tian Shan talks to Sarah in Mandarin like she can understand.
But that's okay.
Tabitha recalls about baby Thomas as she starts crying. Tabitha asks Jim if they're being punished, which I believe is somewhat foreshadowing her being reincarnated over and over again because of the cult that she and Jade were a part of. She and Jade's immortality is reincarnation like Groundhog Day, where they live different lives and they keep making attempts at saving the children and failing. And just kind of interesting with the creatures, their immortality is somehow being reborn and resurrected, where Jade and Tabitha, the people who they come from, they're constantly being reborn through the wombs of other people, and they're constantly being brought back in the from over and over again. So I think that what's going on is that the evil side, they're using Jade and using Tabitha. And while Jade and Tabitha think that they're saving the children or doing the right thing, they end up doing something, losing their life, and it restarts the cycle. I think saving the children will help them to break the cycle, maybe even free Fromville from being a trapped dome. They have a choice to either do that or maybe even sacrifice a teddy bear and maybe join the creatures and complete that ritual, what it was supposed to be intended for. But I think that they're going to rinse and repeat until they save the children. I think that they're not saving children that have already been deceased, but they're saving children who are currently alive. Ethan comes in, says he misses Julie, and Jim offers to take Ethan to the diner. Boyd covers up Frank's body and turns so Ethan doesn't see the blood on his shirt, helping to keep Ethan in a childlike place where even though they're in a nightmare and there's monsters running around in real danger, everyone wants to try to give him closest to a normal childhood that they can, which I think is a mistake because in season 3, the granny monster comes really close to taking out Ethan, and he needs to know what he's up against, especially because he's a target. He's already been injured in Fromville. He's trapped here. He more than likely will grow up here. He should be prepared and be ready to be a child soldier, as opposed to trying to give him fantasy that's going to possibly end up maybe getting him hurt or unalived. This is what Boyd chooses to do. I know a lot of you are like, no, we should continue to keep him in a child place, keep him safe, keep him normal just in case. I disagree on that. I digress. Boyd says that he's carrying supplies to the church to shield Ethan from Frank. Sarah's being nice and offers Jim and Ethan the newcomer special. How nice of her, okay? When she's not leaving doors open for the creatures to come in and take people out. Of course, she's genuinely a nice person. She was just taken advantage of because I think that she was weak-minded, and that made her susceptible to the evil and the voices on demon radio. So she's not a bad person, just misguided, but we will still crack our jokes, okay? Thumb up the video if you haven't already done that, and subscribe, click the bell. What are you waiting on? Let's do this, okay? Make sure you do that. So yeah, I think Sarah's a genuinely good person, and it's unfortunate that some people have to learn that the stove is hot by putting their hand on it and feeling the heat. Some people got to do it like that. That's the only way they gonna learn. Father Khatri asks if Boyd is going to the service. Boyd, snarkily, being all snarkish. Let me show you how Boyd was looking. Boyd is like, really? Here in a nightmare? We've been forsaken? Why would I go to some stupid service? Father Khatri asks if Boyd is going to the service. Boyd asks if Father Khatri is going to mention he is the one who wanted Frank to be put in the box and he wanted Frank dead. As if blaming Father Khatri for the rules that Boyd created. Okay, so Boyd is escaping accountability, not being a good leader by trying to pass the blame on to Father Khatri as to why Boyd had to do what he promised the townspeople to do. And I'm telling you, that's the reason why people started losing faith in Boyd. Now, other people will say, well, No, Boyd was still a good leader. He kept the town safe. He did this, he did that. You have to understand that Boyd kept the town safe before season 1, episode 1, when he found the talisman, he found the livestock. He was the town hero then. But when Abby started pow-powing people started to kind of question if there's something that goes on with their family. And then he did organize stuff in town, got everybody kind of like organized with resources and supplies, and people were happy. Father Khatri is the only one that knows that Boyd kind of has indecisiveness. It's not until it's discovered that Sarah left the door open that people start to say, you know what? Boyd was cool. He's been a good leader, but what have you done for me lately? So Father Khatri is able to sense this from the get-go, and Boyd is passing accountability or avoiding accountability by telling Father Khatri it's his fault this happened to Frank. Anytime you're dealing with someone and they're avoiding accountability like that, those are usually traits of someone who's narcissistic, okay? I digress. All right? Jade mentions the body in the root cellar cabinet crushed by a boulder and symbol on the ceiling when Kenny goes and finds Jade. Jade goes in there, doesn't see anything. Jade is upset that no one is looking for an explanation, whereas Kenny's like, look, when people first come here, they see things, they experience things. It's normal. We've learned to adapt. Okay, we've learned to adapt. Jade is like, you know what? People should be looking for an explanation. I think this foreshadows the fact that Jade is going to be on the quest to solve the mysteries of the town. And that kind of gets him linked up with Tabitha to go to the tree at the end of season 3 to play the violin, and the whole Nkui thing gets revealed. So the fact that Jade kind of has this curious personality, wanting to solve a mystery, wanting to figure things out, this is what helps him to find out who he comes from. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share to your social media, subscribe, click the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.